In his remarks during the press conference at his home in Magere, Kyagulanyi hinted out the nullifications that NBS media used in reporting and tallying the electoral results. He says NBS was used to announce results in favor of Mr. Museveni of NRM against him.
About the letter that I wrote to the NBS TV protesting their biased nature and their compromising nature in reporting about the elections. First and foremost, I want to remind you that that was a protest letter, and in my own analysis and the analysis of my team, that is the most decent, brotherly and human thing that we could do to communicate our dissatisfaction. So I stand by every word in that letter, and I reassert it that we have it as a policy, as a value, to be clear and be assertive whenever anybody is wrong. If we can call General Museveni to order, we can call anybody to order, and we remind all Ugandans, that we can and must also be called to order. That is what we believe. When you are wrong, no matter who you are.
Noop also denies allegations of mobilizing Ugandans to strike tomorrow.
Ebadde bitambuzibwa titwayise abantu bayimirize emirimu n'ebirala ebifaanana bwe bitu. Ebyo nno nze nasoose kulaba mukyala n'abakoba nga yabyogera. Owokubiri nazzeemu kulaba mwami Rokeeki nga yabyogera. Bano abayekera abatufugira ku mudumu gw'emmundu njagala mujjukire nti yebadde nga enkola yaabwe. Ne mu gy'ekinaana bayambalanga uniform za gavumenti ne bagenda ne batemula abantu nga baagala okussaawo enjogera. N'olw'ensonga eyo, ebyo poliisi byeyogera, tusaba bannamawulire mugibuuze.
According to Kyagulanyi, security agencies are continuing to arrest his people countrywide. However, the party is fighting tooth and nail to rescue them using the phone number they have put out to people to call for help.
Are still being held by the state illegally. We are saying these people are innocent, they have committed no offense. Okay? For heaven's sake, wanting change, siding with one presidential candidate who is not the incumbent is not a crime, like Mr. Tibuhabra is trying to make it seem. So we insist that they are innocent, and we are hoping, like the cars were let go, these people should be released.
He explained that security agencies are still targeting them everywhere with his people, but he won't give up. Kyagulanyi disgusted the action of Uganda prisons for cutting off hair and beards of his people, including Eddie Mutwe and Nubian Lee. He says this was unlawful and against the rights of his people, yet the Indians and other nationals were left free with their hair and beards.
Detention centers. Many of you saw some of our comrades, like our Secretary General said, they could not walk when they came to court. They've lost their rights. Their hair has been shaved off. Interestingly, they are being treated even worse than non-Ugandans, because I was informed that while Nubian Lee, Eddie Mutwe and all others were subjected to compulsory hair and beard shaving, even against their will, the non-Ugandans, some of them white and others Indians, are actually remaining with their right to maintain their hair. That is very, very disturbing to see that there is discrimination against our own selves in our own prisons.
On Kalangala Saga, where his vehicles and members were arrested, Kyagulanyi says the vehicles were handed over without the equipment they were using. He concluded by appealing to all Ugandans to come out in big numbers and vote on Wednesday.
Tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your democratic right, not just a right, it is your duty to go and elect your leaders. So no matter the challenges that we are going through, please turn up and vote. Bad leaders are chosen by voters who do not vote.